Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna walk you through 10 blatant workout myths that have been accepted as truth. Okay, we're gonna debunk these bad boys once and for all. So if you wanna learn how to work out more effectively and burn more fat and get stronger and all that kind of stuff, this video is gonna show you how to do that. And you guys know me, I'm not gonna bring you the fluff, right? I'm all about helping you make fit and healthy simple again. So here we're gonna get started with number one. The first myth is that people, again, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying as a general paradigm in our culture, people think that cardio is the best way to burn calories. And there was even some research at Duke University that showed that aerobic exercise was best for losing abdominal fat compared to strength training. And I'll do another video on that video specifically, or on that topic specifically. But here I want to let you know that cardio is not the best way to burn calories. Because yes, you can burn calories on the treadmill, you can kill yourself for half an hour, but the reality is that it's not about just that one session, right? You want to burn calories not just during the workout, but you want to turn your body into a metabolic fat burning machine that burns calories 24/7. And the only way to do that is by what I call investing metabolically, which means invest in growing or building muscle, because muscle is required for a healthy metabolic rate. A cardio workout is the ultimate short-term investment. It is, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna kill myself for 30 minutes on the cardio machines. I'm gonna burn calories during that 30-minute session, maybe for an hour or two afterwards from the post-exercise oxygen consumption effect, and that's it. There's no long-term benefit from a fat loss perspective to doing cardio, okay? So that's the first myth we gotta get rid of. Focus more on strength training. If you want a cardio effect from your strength training, I'm gonna share that with you in just a few moments, so don't go anywhere. Number two is this notion that strength training is gonna bulk you up. And I'll be very honest with you, I strength train and I'm not a very bulky guy, as you can tell. So it really depends on the nature of the workout program that you're following. If you're following a bodybuilding program with a high volume, lots of reps, lots of sets to muscle fatigue so you can't lift a pencil, that type of workout program in conjunction with eating a ton of food will bulk you up if you're a guy. Women, maybe a little bit, more so than usual, but remember this, two really important factors, especially if you're a woman. We all have if I can speak, we all have a gene called GDF8. And this gene controls the amount of myostatin that we have in our bodies. And myostatin controls basically how much muscle we can grow. And typically for most men and women, that level is pretty low. So as you can tell, the natural tendency for men is not to be massive. But if we train and eat in the right manner, we can get there. For most people though, it's simply not something they have to worry about. And especially if you're a woman, the chances are very, very slim unless you're doing stuff that's a little bit on the sketchy side. The second reason you're not gonna bulk up, especially if you're a woman, is you have about 10% the testosterone that men do. So even if you're following the same workout program, you're not gonna bulk up in the same way a man would. And again, the way I prescribe exercise is to focus on strength, heavy weights, low repetitions, challenge yourself to get stronger, not bulkier. So strength training in and of itself is not gonna get you bulkier, it's gonna get you stronger. And again, as I mentioned before, when you have strong muscle, you rev up your metabolic rate, and that's how you burn fat 24/7. Cool? So that's the second myth we wanna debunk. The third one is that the stability ball is better. I can't tell you how many times I've seen this, and believe me, I fell for this as well when I was in school way back in the day. This is when the stability ball and kind of all that stability training was just kind of coming out. And the whole idea was that if we sit on the ball, it's better for our core because it activates those muscles more than sitting on a chair. That might be true until you get tired of sitting with great posture, because I've definitely been guilty of this. And it's one of the reasons I don't use the ball anymore, is that as soon as you stop sitting with great posture, what happens? You sit on the ball and you just kind of slouch forward. You're relaxing. And is that any good for your pelvis? Is that any good for your posture? Absolutely not. The same way with your workouts. I've seen people do ridiculous things like they're kneeling on the stability ball doing one-arm shoulder raises. And I'll ask them, I'm like, what are you trying to do? What is the purpose of this exercise? In what way, shape, or form is this exercise, kneeling on a stability ball with a one-arm lateral raise, translating into anything in real life? Nothing, right? Sure, it challenges your core a little bit and your one deltoid, but it's really ridiculous. I've seen other people do squats on the stability ball. You know, people do sit-ups and crunches on the ball as well. But for the most part, the stability ball is not better than doing things on a stable surface. And the reality is that, listen, for the most part, especially if you're training with sports, you know, for a sport, you want to be specific to what you're training for. And most of us are not in sports where we're bouncing on balls all the time, right? We're on a stable surface, and therefore we are better off focusing our time on stable surface activities like a squat on the ground, not on a big bouncy ball. So be wise, a little bit wiser with these kind of decisions. Fourth myth, walking is enough. Get that out of your mind. Walking is not enough. Walking is like breathing oxygen. It's simply what you should be doing anyways. If you want to get in shape, if you want to burn fat, if you want to get stronger, walking should be at the base of the pyramid, right? That's not a workout. Walking could be a workout if you follow my advice and throw on a weighted vest and walk uphill. Then we're going to talk, right? Or if you throw a weighted vest on and do lunge walks down the street, then we'll be talking about doing a workout. But walking your dog, going for a nice leisurely stroll, that's not a workout. It should be done anyways, okay? Number 5 is that, again, we live in a culture where we think we can work 9 to 5, sit all day long, and then go to the gym for half an hour and repent all of our sins. Well, the reality is that that's not the way it works. There's been some really interesting research out of Vanderbilt University that shows that even if we spend an hour a day working out 7 days a week, it doesn't counteract the negative impact of sitting. So what you want to do instead is, instead of sitting 8 or 10 hours a day, is every 20 minutes, get up off your chair, move around, stretch it up, do some squats, run up some stairs, whatever you want to do. Think about working out less, but moving more. Okay? So you can also use a standing desk, so you're not sitting all day long, and just by standing, you activate more muscle. Okay? Where are we? Number 6. Number 6. Doing cardio is the only way to get a cardio workout. No. Again, have you ever done this or seen other people do this? Well, I'm going to do an hour of weights and then an hour of cardio. You don't have to do that. You can get a cardio workout and a strength training workout combined together. And here's how you do it. You take a couple exercises, right? So you get exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3, exercise 4, okay? Let's say squats, I'm just gonna say body weight, squats, push-ups, chin-ups, plank. Here's what you do. You do one exercise, you go to this one, no rest. You go to this one with 0 rest. You go to this one with 0 rest, and you go to that one with 0 rest. It looks like a baseball diamond, I know. But the whole idea here is that you go from one strength training exercise to the next, to the next, to the next. You're getting a lot of muscle involved. And guess what's gonna happen? With little to no rest, your heart rate is going to be racing. You will be out of breath, and you will be sweating. Where else have we experienced that? Oh yeah, when we're running on a treadmill, or we're on the bike, or doing a cardio workout. So you can get a cardio workout without doing a cardio workout. Cool? Number 7 is this notion that sit-ups burn belly fat. And there could be nothing further from the truth. Okay, let me just kind of like say this. The sit-up muscles are it's an 8-pack, not a 6-pack, an 8-pack muscle called the rectus abdominis. And this motion does nothing other than tone these abs to pull your shoulders down towards your hips and impose more stress on your lower back. These muscles are so small that any movement of them, and if you, again, just try it, right? Do 1,000 sit-ups and see if your overall body heat increases. It's like doing 1,000 bicep curls. Your bicep will get tired, it will heat up, but it's gonna do nothing for your overall body kind of thermogenic metabolic activity. So what that means is you need to get full body exercises, big movements, right? moving greater loads over a greater distance, so taking a weight from the floor, putting it above your head, squats, deadlifts, push-ups, chin-ups, big movements. These are the type of movements that are going to burn belly fat and overall body fat, because you cannot spot reduce, you can only spot strengthen. You can add that one in as a bonus. Number 8, no pain, no gain. Nonsense. No pain, no gain leads to no results. It leads to injury, it leads to overtraining, and it leads to a life of misery. So try to get that out of your vocabulary. You don't have to kill yourself in the gym. You have to train intelligently. Yes, you want to stress your muscles. Yes, you want to challenge yourself. But to the point of being sore all the time, not the smartest thing to do. Number 9. Machines are best for beginners. This is a big one I continue to see a lot of personal trainers make. It's a big mistake. You have a new client that comes in, they're 50 pounds overweight, and we're going to throw them on a machine. First of all, the machine is built not for all body types, right? If you've got a longer torso like I do, then it might not be suitable for you. If you've got longer legs or different, it's not suitable. There might be 1 or 2 variations, but it's not suitable for most body types. The other thing is that it's so isolated that it doesn't activate any other muscles in your body. So here's what you want to do if you're a beginner, is start with stuff like this. Body weight exercises. Learn the mechanics. Learn the proper technique of how to do a squat, because that's an important movement in life. Or how to lift something off the floor. Simple things like this. Start with your body weight. Learn the technique. Do them in a circuit fashion if you like, so you get a little bit more of a caloric burn during the workout, and then you build up to using weights. The final myth is you have to have protein after a workout. You don't have to have protein after a workout. In fact, it doesn't really matter when you have protein, as long as you do at some point during the day. There's been studies that have shown that, there's one study in specific where they had one group of participants have a post-workout protein shake right after the workout, and then another group had their post-workout protein shake the next day. And the group that had it the next day actually had a greater amount of protein synthesis, or a greater amount of muscle buildup, if you want to think of it that way. Now, what I would suggest is eating after a workout is very important, right? So if you are not in the game of burning fat, right? If you just want to, performance, and you want to feel and look good, your biggest meal should come after your workout. And this is really where you want to get your carbohydrates in. And sure, you want to get some protein in, some healthy fats in. But to be, guzzling back a huge amount of protein right after your workout because you think it's going to build muscle is completely false. When you should have a protein drink is before the workout. And you don't have to do this, but you can do this, especially if the protein drink, the protein powder, is low in carbohydrates or negligible in carbohydrates and high in branched chain amino acids. What that's going to do is it's going to keep your body in a highly metabolic state, which is going to spare any muscle breakdown during the workout, or it's going to help preserve muscle during and after the workout. It's actually going to increase growth hormone, which is going to help you build muscle, again, not to the point of bulking up, but most importantly, from a fat loss perspective, you're not spiking your insulin by eating a lot of sugar before your workout. So if you have a shake, protein and water, and that's it. Okay, don't put a lot of fruit and all that kind of stuff in the shake. Have that afterwards. Because if you do that before the workout, you spike your insulin, and if you have a lot of insulin in the blood, your workout now becomes about using sugar as your main fuel source, not fat. So from the fat loss perspective, that's something you want to keep in mind. So there we go, guys. 10 blatant workout myths that have been accepted as truth for decades. And I hope this information has found you well. Hopefully it's kind of got a couple ahas going in your minds. And remember, if you want the full detailed explanation of all this stuff, join us at the blog. The link for that is below this video. And while you're watching, you can press the little YouTube icon somewhere on this video to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my awesome videos coming your way. I've got over 900 videos on YouTube on fitness, nutrition, and health to help you live your healthiest and fittest life. I'm Yuri Elkaim. I'm here to help you make fit and healthy simple again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.